Good evening, I'm Jonas number 91, and this is the PBC News at 6. Politics are heating up once more while election season begins to close in. Jonas number 2's recent attempts to pass laws taxing transportation vehicles failed to pass in a nail-biting vote that saw Jonas number 340 cross the floor and vote with the opposition. Jonas number 405 has the latest. It's being called the political upset of the year. This morning, Parliament denied Jonas number 2 yet another one of his legislations, which could have seen a rise in the vehicle tax. I declare motion 36,115, Vehicle Tax Reform Bill 2499, Attempt 33, rejected by 440 votes. Taxes have divided us clones for ages and ages. But this tax in particular has divided people more than a maths teacher trying to teach algebra. Today, Parliament began their usual screaming match at each other, hurling their insults and plans for world domination at each other. We cannot stand idly while other clones are robbed from. This bill is a danger to the economy. May I wonder how else the government will make money while we have a cost of living crisis. The opposition are unable to accept that we need change and we need to tax motorized vehicles. Can we finish this debate and go home already? Yes. Whatever the effects of the results of these votes will be, we won't know until the year 2509, when it'll be really obvious what should have been done. Jonas number 405, PBC News. Well, joining me in the studio is political analyst Jonas number 7419. What are you seeing in this political situation? Well, what we're seeing is a debate that has been dragged on for ages. I mean, if you've noticed, the Prime Minister has tried to pass these taxes 33 times, and they still haven't gone through, so people are understandably sick of this. Do you see this continuing in the future? That's a hard question. You see, Jonas number 2 is severely unpredictable and can change his mind faster than a young child ever could. The stakes of him actually doing this again are high, but who knows, maybe he'll change his mind. One final question I have. Are we going to have a political crisis or possibly a coup d'etat due to this situation? Uh, um, Look, I don't want to look like I'm trying to dodge the question, so I'm going to go now. Okay, you have a good day. Likewise. Now, we wanted to see what MPs thought of this chaos, but of course we can't get the full picture from watching parliamentary coverage, mainly because we fell asleep halfway through it. So here is what the parliamentary party leaders thought about the situation. Our Prime Minister is currently being a disgrace towards the people. To try and steal money from the general public and the noble worker is a crime against clone morality. If this was them taxing the rich, it would be a different case, and we'd be calling it a smart move. The Prime Minister has big ideas, and we're honestly neutral on the topic, so we try to leave him to do his own thing. That being said, we do not support the new taxes, but we will not stop them. It's a miraculous thing that we've had to reject the bill 33 times, and if we have to vote on it a 34th time, all I could say is that hell will break loose, and eventually the current government of the SCP, with us and the others, could be voted out, so to be honest, I fear for the future. I've always made it clear that me and my party are unhappy with the reforms that our so-called Prime Minister is trying to make. He is trying to lead the country into collapse and separate us into barbaric nation-states that will have no care for freedom of speech whatsoever. The Prime Minister is therefore a threat to our democracy. These tax bills, they're coming out of nowhere, one after the other. And if one passes, it could be disastrous, not just for the economy, but also for the political stability on this planet. I wholeheartedly support the decisions our Prime Minister's made. In fact, I think you're aware that I've always made it clear that I support Jonas number 2 and the reforms he is trying to make to progress this country. Yeah, that's what I thought, mother. Funnily enough, I voted against this thing, despite the rest of my party voting for it. I'm such a rebel. cheese. We need to prevent this bill from making it past Parliament. It is a danger to our society. Then again, this is just Jonas number 2 being Jonas number 2. We also tried interviewing Jonas number 3. What are your thoughts on the current situation? You guys are aware I can't hear you while I'm up here on the top floor. What?
I said...
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go to an ad break now, but when we come back, we'll be looking at the recent developments in the Jonas Ball World Championships, as well as the rebuilding efforts at the Great Wall of China, and the new scientific project in Panama trying to make a larger version of the crystal making experiment. See you then. More and more people in the world today are using toenails. Smart and smooth, they grow on all 5 toes on each foot. We spoke to Jonas number 580, who's from Uruguay. Yeah, I like toenails. I've got 10 of them. Big ones for the big toes and little ones for the little toes. They're great. Be like Jonas number 580. Be smart. Grow toenails. Money. It's a scary concept. It's the backbone of the economy, trade, and retail. Many of us have lots of money, while others have little amounts. Sometimes you get taxed, and sometimes you don't. It's a road of ups and downs. And sometimes you may not understand it, or where it's going. But we understand money, because we're a bank. Red Bank. We understand money.